righteousness is not a character trait that we can put on, work toward, or develop. Righteousness is not a state that we need to get to before Jesus comes back. Righteousness is a power of God that works in us to set our brokenness right. This is one of my favorite books because I'm quoting it twice in the same sermon. Fleming Rutledge. She writes this: God's dikaiosune is not an attribute, but a power, namely a power that brings salvation to pass. Thus, righteousness, please listen to this. This is so important. Righteousness does not mean moral perfection. It is not a distant, forbidding characteristic of God that humans are supposed to try to emulate or imitate. There is no good news in that. Instead, the righteousness of God is God's powerful activity of making right what is wrong in the world. You see, too often we have treated God's righteousness in us like a character trait that we can achieve or work on. But the way that Paul understands God's righteousness is that it is always God's prerogative and not ours. We may be acted on by righteousness, but never in Paul's worldview is righteousness an attribute that we cultivate through our behaviors.